Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Trevor with Maker Experiment, and in today's video, I'm going to be organizing a little bit, which is kind of dull, but I got some brand new workbenches. I'm going to put the second one together. I've already put one together. Show you what they look like, see what you think. Let's get into it. I ended up going with the Levrack mobile workstations. They are kind of on the pricey side, especially after freight charges, but I went with those because they're made from industrial style shelving. They can hold about, I think, 3,000 or more pounds without casters, and on casters they can still hold, I think, like 2,700 or 2,800 pounds total, which includes the workbench itself. It is a steel construction top as well, so it's really heavy duty. I already put one together. It was kind of hard by myself, to be honest, but I'm going to go ahead and put the second one together on camera, show you kind of what it looks like, what I ended up doing, and go from there. Just as a reference, here's the size of the caster wheels. This is the size of my head. They're pretty big. I went ahead and finished building it off camera just because of time constraints with everything else I was doing. But this is what it ends up looking like. I did add a middle shelf here that is not standard to the actual workbench. The one thing I do wish is that this was skinnier, like half the size would be nice, because it does block a lot of access. This is great for storing acrylic and things, and I'll show you a clip of my other one where I have material storage in it. But if you have something tall, it's going to be hard to put it in from the front or the back. You can access it from the side and put stuff in that way, but it does limit your access some. As you can see, I've already started making some good use of this. This is intended to be like an assembly table slash prep table, so that's what all these cups are for. This is an order that I have currently. So all the prep work for those, getting them measured, designed, everything else. So that's what I was doing on the computer. I have a cutting mat that will probably live on this table for cutting material like paper, masking, or adhesive, whatever that might be. Underneath, there's not a lot at the moment. I think I stored my kids' Halloween candy, so it's kind of hidden from them for at least a little bit so that they're not just like eating all of it at once. Overall, I do like the construction. They are super beefy. The legs and everything you can do by yourself as long as you pivot them correctly, brace them against something so that they don't fall over while you're trying to connect everything. I was able to do it by myself. but it would definitely be easier with 2 people. The shelf by itself, if you didn't have the casters, it's got to be able to support like 4,000 pounds or more. It is very well built. Now, I will say that there are some things I would like to change. Like I mentioned, I would like a shorter pillar height. I think that you could get more space out of it for passing materials through, and it wouldn't compromise the actual structural support of the entire workbench. And I do wish that there were more accessories on the website right now. So right now there's not really any that I saw, but if there were like hooks or rails or things that you could hook onto it and be able to add, you know, like the paper bars and all that kind of stuff, I'm sure you can buy things somewhere because this is a standardized unit or strut design for the pillars for industrial shelving. So I'm sure there's somebody that makes these components. I don't know if they make them in black, but just something to keep in mind that this is still pretty new. I think I'm one of the first ones to actually get them and start putting them to use. But I'll be using them over the next like few months, see how they work, see what I like and I don't like, and go from there. But so far, I do like that they're beefy. I do like how they're constructed. Mine weren't packaged super well, like they weren't saran wrapped or anything. So they were definitely open to the elements and I could see some dust and some water spots and things from transit. I don't think that that is a standard case. I think it just happened to happen on mine. But let me show you the one that I put my machine on. So here's the second one. I do have one of my lasers on top of it. And if I tilt this down, you can see it has the same shelving in the middle. This is all for acrylic. I have all of my acrylic that's in my garage right now stored on this. I will say that I had to go in from the side right here to put some of that in, but it does work super well and it's convenient that it's right beneath the machine. Overall, I think that these are going to be a great addition to the shop. Now, they do take up quite a bit of room. Mine are 3 feet deep and 4 feet wide. They're actually about 54 inches wide and 36 inches deep. They, I think, are also 36 inches tall. It's a great workbench size, especially in a shop like mine where I need to be able to move things around. They are very sturdy no matter what I'm going to put on them. They're not going to shake or anything when I have machinery running at high speeds, which I think is a great thing to have. I've looked at a lot of different workbenches through the years. I've built my own in the past, as you can see the one behind me, and I just didn't have time to build my own the way that I wanted. And honestly, with material costs, it might have ended up costing me the same. Just, you know, food for thought. If you're interested, they will be linked in the description below. No affiliate or anything. I just think that they're a good workbench. They are kind of on the pricey side, but being the fact that I just need to get something and start working, these were a great option because I built them in maybe 15 minutes. I hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, put a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so that you know when I come out with new videos. Be sure to check me out on Instagram at MakerExperiment where I share things along the way. But I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.